A fallen politician breaks his silence. A couple of years ago, Jeff Pastor was a rising star on the Cincinnati City Council. Then came an FBI arrest, corruption charges, and thousands of dollars in bribes came to light. Now, after serving time in federal prison, Pastor is speaking exclusively with WCPO 9 about what he calls his redemption and his stunning admission tonight about a possible return to politics. Our I-Team reporter Paula Christian has the first television interview since Pastor's release from prison.
So how are you feeling right now?
I'm happy to be in the free world, happy to be redeemed, if you will.
On November 10th, 2020, FBI agents arrested Cincinnati City Councilman Jeff Pastor.
It involves multiple occasions of bribes. The bribes were in turn for votes and influence over the city council on 2 developments.
Pastor was one of 3 city council members arrested that year for public corruption, along with P.G. Sittenfeld and Tamaya Denard.
So why did you plead guilty?
I pleaded guilty for several reasons. Number one, you have to take responsibility.
Pastor pleaded guilty to 1 count of honest services wire fraud. He served 10 months at a minimum security federal prison camp in Ashland, Kentucky.
For a person who's never been in trouble to be in a prison uniform, it was strange.
He says the hardest part was missing his wife and 6 children.
How often were you able to see them?
You know, I saw my wife and children 3 times. And the 3rd time I said, please don't come back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting that. You don't like that when they have to leave.
It's because it's too painful.
It's way too painful. And it's not something that I wish on anyone who loves their wife and children.
After that Father's Day visit, Pastor didn't see his family again for 6 months. He says he took refuge in friendships with other inmates, including his former colleague on city council, P.G. Sittenfeld, who was in prison for an unrelated public corruption conviction.
And I saw that man cheerful every day. When you get there are no lies. You're stripped of everything. Popularity, who you are, none of that matters there.
The 2 became close friends. In fact, Pastor was the one to tell Sittenfeld that he would be released from prison in May of 2024. Pastor says his wife told him about that information during a phone call.
To see the 6'2" man just break down in tears, it was happy, and I was happy for him.
Pastor says he passed the time reading John Grisham novels, exercising twice a day, improving his French, and becoming more spiritual. He says his fellow inmates helped him to become a better person.
When you left prison, what was that like walking out of there?
Paula, I cried, I tell you, because of the people that I was leaving behind.
Pastor left prison in December of 2024. He then spent 4 months in a halfway house in Cincinnati where he could see his family again.
What are you doing now, like for work, and what would you like to do?
Right now it's just, making it here and there. A pardon would certainly help.
He's asking President Trump for a pardon to remove his felony conviction from his record. Sittenfeld received a pardon from the president in May.
Why do you want the pardon?
Everyone deserves mercy.
For now, Pastor is exploring his future, and he isn't ruling out a return to public service.
But you'd like to come back to politics.
Pastor feels as if his political career was ripped away from him and that all of the work he and others did back then to improve the city have gone down the drain under current city leadership. You'll hear about his possible political comeback tomorrow night. In the newsroom, Paula Christian, WCPO 9, I-Team.